Hi Scorpio, just getting ready to do your wealth reading. We're going to start out with the Soul's Journey card to give us some focus, and then we'll use the Tarot of Dreams to do your past, present, challenge, advice from Spirit, and outcome. This will not resonate with everybody. I suggest that if it does not resonate, going to your birth chart, they have them free online, and seeing where money falls into your chart and watching the video for that sign. Also, these readings are timeless. Whenever you read them, this is when I expect that it applies to you. So I don't put timestamps on any of my readings. So whenever you feel led to watch this is when the message should be right for you. All right, so let's get started, Scorpio. Spirit, what focus should we have for wealth for Scorpio? What focus should we have for Scorpio? And we get acceptance. I am learning to accept that the things that I cannot change. Okay, so I feel like this is in regard to maybe some patterns that you've had in the past. And I feel like there may be some beating yourself up or something where, that kind of mental anguish of things that have happened in the past. And I feel like it's time to accept that. Spirit is saying, move on from that and, accept that you learned from that and you cannot change it, right? So, and this can also be in regard to accepting the way certain people or things influence you and your money flow. So it's like you can, exert a lot of energy trying to change other people or change your surroundings. But I feel like when you learn to accept that that's just how they are, the only things that you cannot change, or that you can change, I should say, are within yourself, right? So that's what I'm getting for that. Let's get into the reading. So, Spirit, what energy is Scorpio coming from? What's their past energy in regard to their wealth? And we get the Seven of Coins. What's the current energy for Scorpio? And we get the Four of Coins. What's the challenge for Scorpio? And we get the Eight of Cups. Advice from Spirit. Eight of Wands. And the outcome for Scorpio. We get the Emperor. Okay, so let's see. All right, so with the Seven of Coins, I feel like, there's been an upswing in your money flow. This is your past energy. So I feel like there was an increase happening, right? And this also could be about, the planting of seeds and investing. But I really feel like you're coming from a place where there was an increase in the flow of money. And I feel like flow is where we really find that stability. Bursts of money do not give us that feeling, that stable feeling, right? So I feel like there's been an increase in the consistent flow of money for you. So for the Four of Coins in your current position, we have, this in other situations may seem like not the greatest of cards, but in regard to money, this is really talking about understanding your investments, understanding where your money flows to, and being in control of that. Control is a good thing when it comes to money, and when you're talking about your own personal money flow, understanding where is it going, where is it coming in, how is that happening, understanding what things affect your flow, what increases your flow, what decreases your flow, and how to maintain that consistency. Because when it comes to money, consistency is everything. So for your challenge, 8 of Cups. So I'm getting that there's a need to be very selective about new decisions in regard to money. And I think we're all being faced with kind of new things coming into play because of the global crisis. We may be having to kind of change things, get out of our comfort zone a little bit, just to try to keep that money flow consistent. So I feel like, I think you need to be very selective as to what decisions you make in regard to your money. And really, this is really, you're in a good place right now where you're recognizing what affects your flow. Okay. So I feel like with this 8 of Wands, we're really talking about balancing out things. Okay, so this is talking about looking at your money flow, looking at your bank statements, seeing where your money is going, seeing, you know, how the money is coming in, and making sure that that balances out. Sometimes we need to take a look at our money and make sure that where the most money is going out, that's where you want it to be going. I feel like a lot of people are getting that because we got used to a certain way, a certain pattern of our money. And then now maybe some people have lost their job or limited hours, or maybe if you're in your own business, that flow has really changed, right? So now we're talking about, where is my money going? And is that what aligns with me and where I want to go with my money? If most of my money is going to entertainment and that's not what makes me happy, then maybe I need to adjust some things, right? So, as the outcome, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is, very in control of things. However, when this comes up as the outcome, I feel like this may be saying that, the Emperor relies on being surrounded by people like experts, and, you know, he knows he's going to employ the people that are going to get the job done right, because that makes him look good. And I feel like you may be in this, not for everybody, but I think some of you may need to consult some type of financial advisor, maybe just get some questions answered. Maybe there's somebody in your life that, a friend or a coworker that you trust, that you feel like you can get some good advice from. And I think that's in the outcome, because that's what's going to happen. Is more like you're probably going to receive a really good piece of advice that you hadn't considered before. So I want to clarify this 8 of Wands. Actually, I'm sorry, this 8 of Cups. Just see, what are we talking about the various opportunities in front of us. For Scorpio, Spirit, what is 8 of Cups here for? Why is the 8 of Cups here? Okay. So we get the 2 of Swords. So we're definitely talking about some type of decision. And I really feel like Spirit is saying take the time to decide, which was the message for the 8 of Cups as well. So this is about, not letting any kind of, if you're going into any type of contracts or anything, reading the fine print, researching the company that you may be trying to get a loan from, or maybe trying to get a job with, any kind of new client, research what they're about and understand what you're getting yourself into. I don't see it as being a negative thing. I think that it's going to empower you to have that, ultimate control over your money. Okay, so it's really just talking about understanding everything that you're in regard to money, and then that's what's going to empower you. Nice. Okay, so let's get some guidance to close this out. Spirit, what is the guidance that we can leave with Scorpio in regard to wealth. And we get the festival. Creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. Interesting. So some of you may be in that industry, or maybe this is just talking about trying to figure out a creative way to have some type of party or event, especially with everything that's going on with social distancing and so forth. So maybe that will resonate with some of you. If not, like I said, check out some of the other videos. This is the message that I got for you, Scorpio. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.